Thanks for staying with us. Still right here on Prime Morning. It's time for us to get into News Flash. And it's proudly brought to you by Franco Trading Enterprise. The news returns tomorrow here on the show. Make sure you tune in and get all the info that you need. This morning here, we're saying that if you need anything that has to do with your home appliances, the best place you need to go is Franco Trading Enterprise. And guess what? They've got the best of all the things that you need. The quality is assured. And so if you want to change your phone or get a new one, if you want to make sure you surprise somebody with something special when it comes to home appliances, it definitely has to be Franco Trading Enterprise. So your air conditions, your microwaves, your blenders, your CCTV cameras, the quality ones that you can install and also monitor on your phones with quality picture. That's Franco Trading Enterprise giving you exactly that. And so make your way there, walk into any of our branches, and you may just walk out with some discount as well. All right, so just download the app. It's the Franco Trading app on Google Play Store, or better yet, check on the website. It's www.francotrading.com, and you can get all the info you need, including telephone numbers that you can call to do business with us. And once again, please do not pick numbers on social media to do business with us. Make sure that the numbers, you can get them on our website or the app, okay? And Franco Trading Enterprise has still phones, fee, and that's what we're talking about. So make your way there. And News Flash this morning is proudly brought to you by Franco Trading Enterprise. So I want to encourage you to send your messages to us here on the show. I'll be reading your messages on Facebook and also on WhatsApp as well. So do send them in, and I'll take time and read all of them. This morning, we're taking a look at two issues here on the show, and the power outages. We may as well want to find out from you where your location is and how the situation over there looks like. All right, so I'm not going to say Dumso situation, but maybe Dumsiesi will be a better word for that. So as they say it is. So let us know your Dumsiesi situation. Where you are. Some people now have to be, including myself, we now have to be calling our neighbors to find out if we have light or not before we go home. And if you have light, you want to just quickly rush home and do what you have to do because you don't know when this is going to go off. But if you don't have it, you may want to just hang around town a bit because really, if you go home, it's a bit frustrating. And so, yes, let us know how the situation looks like. Now, the sector minister says that two of the substations in Akosombo that were banked have been restored. And they're looking forward to restoring the third one to full function. And so people are saying that, okay, if that happens, does it mean that the situation we are in now is going to stop? Others are also saying that, well, that is not entirely the reason why we have the, power outages that we are having. There's an existing problem, that we've endured before this new one came in. And so if those three units are fixed, it doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to have full power supply. It means that we're still going to be enduring, what we are enduring right now. Let me know what you think about it, but we're hoping that the third unit will be also fully restored so that at least it will augment, the situation a bit so that it wouldn't be as worse as we're seeing it. All right. So let us know your situation on that. And also we'll be looking at 16 months into office of His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama. Some of the things that you expected to see that you've not seen and you're hoping that you're going to see. We're going to be looking at that. We're taking a critical look at his 16 months in office. All right. So send us your messages right here on the show. I've got the newspapers over here. My guest will join me as always, and then we're going to have our conversation. Don't forget that always on Tuesdays we've got our distinguished women joining me here on the show. So this day I've got them coming in as well for us to have that conversation. So I will be introducing my guest to you in a couple of minutes. But let's see the front pages of the newspapers. Daily Graphic is here this morning, and it says, confront audit infractions with honesty. Accountant General to Public Sector Accountants and Buankra Inland Port critical to economic transformation. Nesiedi Nketia and Osahon Agiva is new First Bank Ghana MDC. NPP, also captured by the Daily Graphic. Away from that, Akosombo back on stream. 2 units restored, full recovery expected this week. Energy Minister speaks on that, and it's one of the issues that we'll be looking at. The Minister for Energy and Green Transition, Dr. John Abdullahi Janapo, has announced a major breakthrough in the nation's recovery from last week's devastating substation fire, confirming that the 2 generating units at the Akosombo Dam have been successfully restored to the national grid. Making an appearance yesterday at the Government Accountability Series at the Jubilee House in Accra, he stated that there's an emergency technical interventions that have been put in place to ensure that all the units are restored to full capacity. So yes, we're hoping that if it doesn't take away the entire problem, we would actually at least help solve it in a way. The Daily Justice here this morning, it says Dumso is back, and there's a story on that you want to read. Julius Debra weeps over attacks on Apostle Nyameche, and government revokes Adamu's mining leases. And the big story over here, NDC hatchet women exposed, tax Pentecost chairman insults Samira Baumia, and it's got Dr. Mary O.C. captured over there on the front page, and has Rosemont Obeng also captured over there as well. So these 2 people have been captured over there with the headline NDC hatchet women exposed, tax Pentecost chairman insult Samira Baumia. Now, Baumia hails the 2-4 gold award, and the Gridco boss sacked. Prophet Uche gets gold medal award at Asantehene anniversary dinner. That's also captured by the Daily Gist on the front page. Let me go to the Chronicle this morning. It says Adamu's resources shown red card. Government revoked some mining leases at Akango, Salma and Krofo over breach of laws. And Otunfo honors Prophet Uche. Okay. That's also captured on the front page of the Chronicle, and you saw that also on the Daily Gist as well. Pristia residents back Heath Goldfields operations. That's also captured by the Chronicle. And the quotation for this morning says, James 2 verse 10, for whoever keeps the whole law but fails in one point has become guilty of all of it. And that's what the Bible is saying. The Bible verse for this morning, James 2 verse 10. Economic Times this morning says DDEP shadows loom over diaspora bond push amid record $7.8 billion remittance surge, and GSC rebounds in April after March sell-off regains position among Africa's top performing markets. Cocoa Board and Swiss delegation partner to scale innovative cocoa juice production at a Chiase facility. That's also captured by the Economic Times. Now the overseer is here this morning and says NDC opens branch, elections demands appointees resign before contesting, and the ECG inspects 4 major system upgrade projects in Kumasi. President Mahama cut short for Accra Airport concourse to ease congestion, boost aviation hub agenda. Adamu's lease revocation, lawful jobs will be protected, Minerals Commission assures, and NIP begins grant disbursement under a Jumara program. And Pristia Galamsey Group praises Heath Goldfields for seeding underground mine portions for peace without approval. That's also captured by the overseer this morning. All right. The insight is here, and it says that Pristia Galamsey Group praises Heath Goldfields for seeding in underground mine portions for peace without approval. NPP in turmoil as dogfight erupts in Lojokuku over allegations of extortion and others. Presidency backs NLA KGL new contract revenue talks ongoing, and family accuses countermantle police of 2,000 Ghana City bribe for bill, and also petitions IGP as well. Preparation agenda on global stage between Ghana and Colombia. Produce receipt document. You have no land at Botiano. Nikwe Aku family tells Clement. Minerals Commission cracks whip, revokes Adamu's mining leases in landmark enforcement. That's also captured by the Insight this morning. And the last one for me will be the Ghanaian Publisher, and it says illegal mining fallout. Minister pulls a plug on Adamu's operations and want to meet not into Galamsey, AG affirms. Gold Board CEO tours Royal Ghana Gold Refinery, and RNAQ claims on delay show falls. John Quake's lawyers fired back. Prestia miners praise Heath Goldfields. And so, yes, the coming days, weeks, and months will be very, very interesting in this country, and a whole lot of things happening, from social issues to politics and religious issues also coming in. And don't forget that we're getting into the year, we're up into the second quarter. By the time you realize it, at the end of the year, 2027 will be here very soon, and 2028 will beckon, and the elections will be looking at us in the face, and your decision will definitely matter. But it begins right here on this very show. So please do well and send your messages to me here on our WhatsApp line. We're streaming live on Facebook as well, so you can also share your thought with me here on the show. Now, joining me this morning, as always, and I have a reason to actually back her presidency, and I think that if for nothing at all, I know that she doesn't joke with her time, and for me, that's one thing that if I'm looking for a leader, I'll be looking out for. And so to always see her here, as early as possible alone, it's a firm indication for me to, want to actually put her in that position of leadership. All right. So yes, I'm always excited to see her over here, and I'll be introducing her very soon. And like I told you earlier, we've got 3 women who always join me here on the show every Tuesday morning. And it's always exciting listening to them, knowing very well that we want to have a lot of women representation in the various things that we do as a country. And so for me, yes. And like I said, if I have to back her to go into presidency for her time consciousness alone, I'd give her that, nod. And so, yeah. Janet, good to see you.
Good
Your Excellency. They'll cause trouble for the. No, don't worry. We're fine.
It is in the right order. Let me greet you. Let me greet your viewers. Let me greet also the PNP people who are watching us this morning. It is in the right order.
Absolutely.
Ghana has suffered a lot in the hands of men. The time has come for Ghanaians to actively come together and vote for a rescue. And the rescue cannot be the same people who have put you through these problems since the inception of our democracy. I think the time has come for us to change positively. And that positive change will only have to do with a woman. And I think that I have availed myself. I have fought against all odds. The difficulties I passed through in the PMC, any woman would have run away from politics and not come back. I was sent to several courts. At times, one day I will be having 2 court cases. I will go here, pass. After that, I will have to run to the next court. They try frustrating me in so many ways, but I refuse. That is what we call resilience. So if there is someone who can be able to rule this country and provide the necessary amenities, I think Janet Asana Nabla is the woman that Ghanaians are looking for. I'm fearless. When I say fearless, very respectful. I respect people, but I'm fearless when I know that I'm on the right channel. No matter who follows me, I don't care. For as much as I know that that path is a path that can lead us to a positive end, no matter the criticism, I'm not going to bother. And that is what leadership is all about. I've seen a whole lot of people, especially men, who have ruled us, being ruled by what people say. They don't have firm ideas and decisions that when they are doing it and people come in to criticize, they can stand to support their point, their side of the story. No, they don't do that. They end up leaving it just because people are saying that what you are doing is not the right thing. Then they convince them to get out of it. That's not a leadership quality. A leadership quality is when you are leading. And majority of our leaders, they don't lead. They are always there to listen to what people say, but they don't have also their own way of leading the path. And if you cannot lead the path, other people will have to. It's good for people to help you, but you must know your route so that when they are helping you, you are adding it to what you have. But when you don't have anything and people will have to push you around, at the end of the day, you are not ruling because you cannot rule when you don't know the route. And this is the reason why I think that the time has come for Ghanaians to stop putting so much trust in men as presidents and then change to women, because you've seen what we can do in the house. When you look at even the agri sector, women are those who are topping. But have we ever had a minister for agri who is a woman? No. It's just recently that they gave us a minister for what? Trade. Have you ever had a minister who is a woman for finance? No. But ask yourself, in the house, who are those who know how to economize things?
Yeah.
It is women. So when you look at whatever is happening, even when you ask that they should give positions, they are looking for somebody who is their person, not like someone who is competent. And that is why we have difficulties. You will see a lot of people in politics and there is no impact because they are not looking for people who can do the work. The people who can do the work are people who will not respect you coming to tell them what to do. They will not, because they know why they are there. And no politician will want to give power to any woman who will be her own person and will want to work for Ghanaians and not for the party. And so that is why you will see a lot of women in politics now, but there is no impact because they are not picking women who can help channel the interests of this country. They want people that they can be able to cajole, people who will be able to listen to them and do their bidding. And that is why we are here. And I'm providing a different alternative, that I cannot be ruled by anyone. And I am my own woman. And I will do what is right for the people of Ghana and not for anyone else.
Absolutely. And I think that we deserve that too as well, you know. So someone will say, oh, but we have a vice president who is a woman. And so, yes, it's in the right direction that we should even make more women, you know, have positions. Some also would argue that, well, we've given positions to women that we've not seen them really, deliver that like the way we want them to deliver.
The type of people they give their positions to. No political man will give a position to a woman who he knows is competent and she's her own woman. They won't do that. They are giving the position to women that they can be able to control. So that is why you've seen that a lot of women in politics are not making impact. You see, and Ghanaian women, a lot of them also want to be like men. They want to sweet mouth people to get into positions to stay there without delivering. They are not like women from Gambia. I met a Gambian woman who was an MP in a program. And this woman, the party is ruling, but she has a problem with the president. The president comes up with a policy, and the woman alone is saying that as for her and her constituents, to which she is the president of the constituency, she is not in support of what the president is doing, and fought against the president, yet went back and won her elections. And the mayor of Gambia was telling me that she is a very true known person. How come I'm a friend to her? Blah, blah, blah. I say, you don't know. It's because I want women of that nature, you see. So the mayor had a problem with the way she was behaving. But Ghana, we don't find such women, you see. So there's a problem with our political women who politicians usually trust. They won't trust a woman who is her own person, who will not do anything like NPP, NDC, they are in power. We have ministers who are women. We have MPs. For an MP to get up and say that I don't agree with President Mahama on this issue, both men and women, you will find such things happening. But when you go to other African countries like South Africa, Gambia, we have such things happening. So we are looking for strong people and we are not getting them. So the women that you are talking about, as I have told you, politicians want women who can be controlled to give power to. So don't be surprised that most of the women that they usually give power to, most of them can be controlled. And they do what they are not doing things for Ghanaians. Do you understand? So those are not the type of women we are talking to. The women that, when we talk, are women who are like Otiko Jaba type. Otiko Jaba who could get up and tell President Mahama, President Nanado, take your position. I respect such a woman. There have never been a woman in Ghana like Otiko Jaba. She's my sacrifice without blemish. So if I'm talking about women helping to build this country, it's not any other woman. I'm talking about persons like Otiko Jaba who can refuse an ambassadorial position and said, I have done well with the Ministry of Gender. I should have been promoted. Why am I being demoted to become an ambassador? And refuse the job. Where will you find both men and women in Ghana doing that? They always want to consume and then to fill their stomachs. So no matter what you will do when you're in power, throw crumbs at them, they will receive it and still be with you to worship you like paupers. These are not people who can help make this country to grow. So they are the reason why I am in politics. I don't want to work with anyone who is a puppet. Do you get me? And most of the women who are in politics now, they are puppets. It's the truth. They are puppets. And that is why they even gave them the positions at the first place. Before a politician will give you a position, they will go and then check. Can she play ball? They will check so many things before giving you the position. So you want women to make an impact. Pick strong women who can come out and then condemn you when you are doing things that are not right. If you love this country, you won't go and pick puppets as people who are members of your cabinet or members of your ministry or appointees. You pick people who love this country and will fight for Ghana instead of fighting for political parties. And we don't have that in both NPP and NDC. And that is why the PMP, we are coming on board. We think that there is a deficit. No matter what you do, you won't get it until Janet Asana Nabla, I get to that seat.
If you have 50 people as ministers, how many percentage will be female? Well, maybe number, if out of 50.
To me, I think that we should have 50-50. To me, I think we should have 50. And as time goes on, we can be able to add more depending on
So you have 25 men, 25 women?
Yes, 25 men, 25 women. I think that other countries, they even have more than that. Other countries, women are even more than that. But we'll start with the 50-50 from there. If the women are doing well, why not? Because we want the men to learn from us. And we are not just going to pick women who helped us to win or those things, but we are going to pick women who can do the work, who can help to improve the country, not politicians. That's why I have a problem with both NPP and NDC. They think that because you help to campaign, they should give you a position. A majority of the people that they pick, they don't even have administrative and managerial knowledge. And they put them there because they must be rewarded. Ghana is not your property. You being a president doesn't mean that you can do whatever you like. You have to do things. If Ghana was to be your business, will you go and pick someone who have no any managerial knowledge to come and become a CEO, to just come and become a minister because he followed you and campaigned and insulted people and you won and you came to power? You won't do that. So if you won't do that with your business, you take Ghana as a business entity and don't do that. So we need to put this country back on track. And a man can't do the work. When we have difficulties, women usually come out. In fact, in my hometown, when military officers came and ransacked the whole community and picked all the boys and were trying to send them to Tamale to go and lock them up, it was women who came out. The men ran away. People have been saying that, no, I've heard people say that women are the weaker vessels. No, we are not. We are more stronger. More stronger. The women came out with stones versus bullets. 3 of them were shot and were sent to the hospital. The men ran away because when you touch a woman's child, the woman will do anything to protect the child. So when you don't have jobs, when we see that you are the age for a man to marry is now. Look, people were saying that women, we are having an age clock. Men equally have age clock. At the age of 40, your ability for your sperms to swim to make a baby lowers down. And that is the reason why we are having this. So they must get jobs. They must get jobs and marry early so that their sperms can be able to swim and make babies. The problem is not women, it's also men.
What a morning. Grace Agusiova has joined us this morning on the show. She actually came with smiles because
to come and laugh.
I'm listening to this conversation and I'm excited. I'm happy already. I haven't had a good sleep, but just hearing this conversation.
I know, right?
Yes, they meant they have age limits. I'm telling you right now, everybody has age limits, not just the women.
No. It is a research.
How can you be 50?
No, it is a research.
You now want to give birth, you have a pension baby, you are 50 and you have a baby crying.
No, it's 40 years. From 40 years,
40
the sperms
years.
cannot swim to make a baby.
So the men listening to
This is
us.
according to where?
No, it's a research. There's a research.
If you're a man and you're listening to us today and you don't want to marry, 40 years, other people is saying that you can't have
Your ability for the sperm to swim.
Interesting, very, very interesting. Anyway, Grace, I hope you had a good sleep.
No, I didn't. It's a heat.
What have you been up to? Oh,
A heat was just too much.
you didn't have lights?
No light. I'm saying, and you know, I know they will ask me for evidence, so I recorded myself this drone.
Which area is that?
This is Lakeside. You know, Ashaliboche.
Yeah.
Lakeside.
Yeah. There's no
lights. No light.
The whole place.
No light. I slept it. I didn't sleep.
And it's been what? Continuous for how many days now?
I mean, it's been happening. I haven't even, because I've been in and out of the house. But today, this one day, because over the weekend I was not in Accra, so I came to Accra on Monday, and then even when I was getting, I was like, hey, let me check if I have enough for battery. So that I'll start. I won't come home and then I don't have power. So I was able to charge at the airport for some time. And then when I go home, within some few minutes, the lights went off. I said, Jesus, thank you.
At least you had enough battery for charging.
To wake up this morning and get everything, check my information and everything before coming here. I didn't sleep well. I'm tired because the heat. Didn't have enough sleep. If you can check this one, I even forced to put on this. Normally, you know how I wear my, but today you can check my.
You look very, very casual.
Yes, because I wasn't around, so I didn't have enough time to iron my stuff, and then I have to just throw something on and come here. I'm very tired.
Oh boy.
I'm exhausted.
You needed that light badly.
I know, right? I know.
My director of the show also lives at Lakeside, so he's. Sammy, is it true that she actually recorded herself as evidence?
Oh yes, I have evidence. If Lakeside, we have this.
That's what evidence.
Yes, so please check from him. He would say, I'm not.
Well, he tells you that there's power outage in Lakeside as well.
Right. So he has confirmed, right?
Yes.
Thank you very much. I'm not lying to you. Has confirmed. I mean, and I know when I come and I sit here, people ask, hey, do you have evidence? I have, so that you won't tell me I'm sitting on TV lying.
I've seen only 2 eyes. That's not
only 2 eyes. That's my eyes.
How do I know?
Anyway, we've also been joined this morning here by Gloria Jiffa Ashinyo. She's the Office of the President, also here with us this morning. Gloria, how are you doing?
Oh, excellent. And you?
I'm fine. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
You have lights where you are?
No.
Oh, you don't have light too? Mine went off yesterday till it was the night before till the morning, and then yesterday when I go home I had light. Actually, I'm not sure about this morning because I left very early. I'm not sure about whether I have it still or not.
Lucky you.
You know, and she had to go through all of that. But the good thing is that the sector minister is speaking on the substation units, you know, and the fact that we have 2 of them functioning now. One of them, they're hoping that this week we'll be able to also restore to, full power, and then we'll see. But some people also believe that it is not the reason why we're going through what we're going through. There was an existing problem before we even got there, and so that also is another conversation that we would have. But let me start off with you, Grace. Let me start with you. You complain about your lights going off, and the sector minister is assuring that we have some restoration. As to whether this will be able to solve the problem entirely, that's also another conversation. But do we see ourselves getting out of this very soon?
Right. Good morning to your viewers, and good morning to His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and the former Second Lady Haja Samira Bawumia, Libby Samira Bawumia. She's currently in Senegal.
I haven't seen and heard from them for.
No, they are around. I think yesterday, on Sunday, Her Excellency went to Senegal. There's a program in Senegal with the First Lady of Senegal. So she's attending the program. So she's currently in Senegal. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia has been in the news. I mean, he was in Kumasi and then in the northern region. Currently, he's in Accra. So they are doing very well.
Awesome. I wish him well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyway, so with this crisis, right, electricity crisis, I'm just hoping, I mean, it's affecting everybody. So my hope is that it will be resolved as quickly as possible. I mean, we've seen a lot of businesses complain. Every time I come here, I talk to you about my small shop. I mean, the last time the lady was telling me I use second-hand freezers, so that is why I'm buying. That is why I'm buying a lot of electricity. Yeah. Well, it hasn't been easy for us business people because a lot of us are losing money and customers. Idle in fresh fish. Imagine you bring fresh fish from the sea and then you come to the shop. You bring this fish to the shop and there's no power. It is it's frustrating to us small businesses, because how much are we even making at the end of the day? We are buying electricity at expensive price. I mean, we are buying so much for electricity and we are getting less power. Imagine I'm buying, 100. Last time I came here, I complained that I was buying 100 cedis a day and I'm not even getting power for my shop. I mean, let me use the fish as an example. I mean, when you are storing fish meat, there's a certain temperature. You don't have to let it thaw, because when it thaws and then you freeze it back, it reduces the quality of the food. So imagine seafood. We have a lot of foreigners coming in to come and buy seafood. They are very particular about some of these things. They come to your shop and then you don't have light. Even if I have a generator and I have to power my generator, I need so much money to put fuel into that generator, because even if I buy 500 cedis, I don't think to power 2 freezers, because I have to reduce it to 2 freezers. It will not last for a day. How much am I making? I'm just using my business as an example. How much am I making in a day that I would have to buy 100 cedis for electricity, and at a point I won't even get power at all? Then after me, let me just put fish business aside. We have a lot of young people coming up to, start something for themselves, barbers, hairdressers, tailors, and all that. And if they have to go through this, I have a friend who has a shop, they sew kaftans and all that. When the light goes off, it means they are fortunate to have a what we call it, a diesel plant. Okay. So they have to let that plant run for a long time. Imagine how much fuel they have to buy, gallons of fuel to do this, and fuel price is also up. So if they do not solve this, I heard the minister say they are working around it to make sure they will. We have to face the problem. We have to face issues and deal with it directly. This has to do, for me, I don't believe it has to do with any snake anywhere or what we call it, the fire outbreak. Because before the fire outbreak, we're already experiencing doomsday. We're already having these power outages. Right? So it's up to them to come clear, because I feel like it has to do with maintenance and also more production of expanding our generating what do you call it? Capacity. That is what it has to do with, because when I was coming, I was listening to the ranking member on energy. That's the former deputy minister for energy, and he was saying that the government promised to increase capacity and they haven't seen anything. They promised to also set up a gas plant to help with production of electricity, and nothing has happened. They haven't seen anything. So this is a long-term something. There should be plans put in place to expand, because the economy, we are growing. A lot of people businesses are coming up. Right now, if you don't have electricity.
That's what they say they are doing, the maintenance as part of
maintenance. What?
Great.
No, I'm sure I'm not an energy expert, but I think when it has to do with expansion, generating, there's a way around it. The capacity that's being added doesn't mean that we have to sleep in doom so for the energy to be added. Haven't they been adding power all this time? Do you understand?
Yeah. They're even changing the transformers.
So the transformers shouldn't. That's the thing. The transformers. You see, when I was listening to the experts, they were saying that. I think I listened to one interview on TV3 where the experts said they should mind the words they are throwing about, because the outbreak and even changing of transformers wouldn't cause the country to go through. Yes, it is not a basis for us to go through doom. So it is not a basis for us, for a whole country. When I was talking to you, I said I was in Kumasi for 3 days, no lights. I'm telling you, this is not a lie. For 3 days where I stayed, no light. They had to use generators all this time. And then you come back to explain to them that there's a snake, there's a big snake. It doesn't make sense. A whole country, one snake can cause the whole Kumasi to go off for, not the whole of them, but where I was staying to go for 3 days. It doesn't add up. We should just face the issue that this is the problem we are having. We are having issues with capacity. You promised to increase the capacity. There are things that you said, I think, to add a gas, I've forgotten the word to use, but that was the promise they made, but nothing. The ranking member said nothing has been seen or heard about all that. We are struggling with maintenance and then increase in the capacity. It doesn't have to do with the place burning down, or I'm sure it's a factor, but that is not the main reason why we are experiencing.
And you think they've not been transparent enough? The government has not been transparent enough?
He came out to say all these things, but wasn't really clear on the direction or where the government is going. All they are saying, they are going to set up a committee. Yeah. You set up a committee for this ECG issues, right? What has the committee till date? What has the committee come out to say about this ECG issues? Have you heard anything? Maybe I've missed it, but you are here. Have you heard anything? Has the committee brought any findings or reasons why we are struggling? We are paying so much for electricity and not getting enough power. Have you seen anything from the committee? So one problem that we are facing, you formed a committee to solve this, but we haven't heard anything. This fire, you set up another committee. The committee, I'm sure they are also going to get paid at the end of the day, or they are doing pro bono?
Yeah, but
I don't know.
To put that out.
So that's what I'm saying. We should face the main issue that we are having is increase in our capacity, producing power, right? And also maintenance. We shouldn't be playing around, because all I heard was him playing around to the extent that they are blaming people for sabotaging or burning. Who would want to go and burn? I mean, back then in 2024, they had, this same minister was out there explaining why we are putting lights off. NPP was doing the doom CAC. He was out there saying that they were even lying about it. They were lying about whatever was going on. So if you start something like this and even you want to come out and say this, who would even believe you in the first place? Who would believe you? Let's face the facts. The things that you said you were going to do, we are taking D-levy from us. Sometimes I wonder, the D-levy, there's no transparency. How much have they made? What are they using it to pay? We are not supposed to be doing all that. You understand? So if you come out to say you are setting up a committee, the committee will not will not help people from losing clients and businesses and money. Let's face the facts. What do we have to do? How much money have we received from the D-levy? Where is it going? How can we use that to increase our capacity? Do you understand? Yeah. That is where we should be going. We shouldn't be doing this runabout with blaming other people for it, and also trying to use the fire outbreak and a snake somewhere. When people are going through a lot, people are frustrated. It is not easy sleeping in the dark with a lot of heat. Lakeside, the person who, ask him, in the evenings you see a lot of people in their cars. They can't sleep in their homes. They come out, I was wondering, they come out and they sleep in their cars because you don't have an air condition, or you can't power your air condition, and then there's so much heat. So this morning I was like, hey, if you don't have a car with air conditioning there, you will suffer, and then mosquitoes will also enjoy you, because at the end of the day, if you are running from your rooms to come outside to come and just make sure you get cold a bit, and then you go inside to go and sleep, you end up getting sick. This is not a good time for all of us, especially me. You know, when I'm talking about business, I'm very passionate about it, because a lot of the young businesses are struggling. We are buying so much in terms of electricity, and we are not even getting the service. We are not getting the power. Okay. Some of us cold store people, Charlie, it's not easy for us. It's not easy at all.
Okay, thank you very much, Grace. Let me go to Gloria. Jifa, have a take on that.
A very good morning to you and your listeners and your viewers. And the good people of Ghana and I thank them so much for their good faith in the President John Dramani Mahama. We are fixing the junk we inherited. So Ghanaians should keep their fingers crossed. We are fixing it. I was here some time ago, this year, and I said, the energy experts. All of a sudden, we have energy experts all over the place. Energy experts. They were in this country, I think, 8 years. They didn't advise the former regime to generate capacity, to add more to what we left in 2016. That in the next 10 years, 2014-15, we generated a lot of power, megawatts. You know it, journalists. You should be educating the public for God's sake, journalists. Not the public who come and tell you this, that. Then you also begin to lament, take the lamentation of the public, then you also be singing the lamentation of the public. No. Energy experts said, population grows. So every 10 years, power needs to be generated, water needs to be expanded. Because as the population grows, every 10 years we do census. And so 2014, before we inherited it from the previous, so before we leave office, we generated more power. Car Power, Ameri, name them Tico, KPC, and then the Asogli, Sunon Asogli Power. Those are the independent power producers we've been talking about. We are not owing them. PLC have come out to confirm. Government is not owing power producers, it's not gas. The debt we inherited, we are paying that one as well as what we are consuming. So what we do is this. At the end of the month, we pay what we consume. Then, when there is surplus, we use it to push the debt we inherited with the power producers. That's what I'm talking about. And so, government was supposed to generate more power. If for nothing at all, at least 700 megawatts will do. But the surplus we left was consumed for whichever purpose or for whichever factories they built, we didn't see. So all those powers we were saving for a time like this went into the thin air. NPP didn't help Ghana. And that is what journalists should be talking about. They were doing doomsday, but our transformers are exploding every minute, every second. Before this unfortunate incident at Akosombo, there was power outages. Even I have been facing it always in Dowinia. Why? Because the transformers are old. They have outlived their usefulness. Outdated. We had an energy minister for 8 years who didn't do anything about it, rather than rhetoric, talking. Doomsday. We live with that doomsday for 8 years. No power generated, no transformers changed, and then we came to inherit it like that. You saw John Abujinapo lifting transformers. Even yesterday, he said it, that go to Adenta, they have changed their transformers. And the so-called experts are saying changing of transformers don't mean power should go off. Oh, okay, so people should die. Technicians should go and die there. Is it electricity we are talking about? They are changing transformers. After changing it, would it be powered? So the power should continue to be running through the cables whilst they change the transformers and connect sockets. Is that what your so-called energy experts are talking about? Power have to go off. If they are changing Adenta, you see the silos, how do we call them? The pylons or whatever, the high tension poles, as we, those who are not experts in the field, we call it high tension. You can't leave it like that, hot, and be changing transformers. People will die. Human beings will die. Houses communities will perish because of that. So power have to go off whilst they change the transformer. If it is this end, the entire end of the other side have to go off too, so that they will remove the cables to the other side. And when they finish, they bring back the cable and then power. That is what they are doing. You saw it. Adenta has it. Teshinungwa has it. Kumasi will have it next week. Takrady has their I think, is it today or yesterday? Western region is having it. We are changing the old, outdated, overloaded transformers. See, the transformer in Dawenya I'm talking about, it has been there when President Kufuor was constructing the motorway runabout to Sogakope Road. That transformer was there. How many years now? 2024. Today, 2004. And that transformer is still working. No, they know that the then population in Dawenya was like the normal indigenes, the Dawenya, the Pram people who moved to Dawenya, the resettlers and the indigenes small. But now, Dawenya has become a municipal. It has expanded. The town has become a city. And people will say it's like, it have to be on its own as a district. And so, 1, 2, 3, fire at the station. 1, 2, 3, because there's too much pressure on the transformer. Everybody, the relocators, Accra has moved to Dawenya Pram area. You know Dawenya, Ningo Pram constituency. Accra has moved in there. When you see that area now, where I live is on a hill like this. When I wake up in the morning and I look down and I see I say, the entire area used to be a watermelon farm. But it has become a city now. Down to Afienya. The whole place. So if you have 2 transformers feeding that entire area, community, what do you think will happen? It cannot carry the load. We are building glass houses, air conditions all over, heaters, washing machines. People are building companies and supermarkets and things, barbering shops, hairdressing salons. The economy has expanded. What did we see? It was rhetoric for 8 years. Nothing was done about it. Now they have to change those transformers. It's not about the small ones that have been standing under trees, the poles. That is what we are talking about. So that is the justification for what we have. Substation. So that was what we were experiencing before this Akosombo.
So this is the justification. All the
exactly. So they are that's why the minister came. The minister came a month ago. When this, I think 2 months ago, when this problem of frequent power outages were happening, he said they have acquired 2,500 transformers. You didn't hear that one?
I heard, but I'm asking.
And that they are changing transformers.
So Gloria, I'm asking, so all the things we are facing right now is the transformers?
Transformers.
Is there a bit of transformers?
Yes. So, apart from that, it was during in the midst of this transformer changes that this Akosombo incident.
But are you also aware that it is more to do with a deficit than just transformers?
That is what I will say, the power deficit. They're supposed to generate power, and they didn't generate power. And we are now trying to do it, and we will do it. We will bring it. How much? How many megawatts? My brother, how many megawatts did NPP add to our national grid?
Yes, but
that is the problem.
No, but Gloria, we can't always be doing how many. I'm coming. We can't always be doing how many power.
And that is the problem.
I can educate.
Now, see, my brother, we came to inherit a junk economy.
No, I know.
Tomorrow, IMF is coming. They are coming for the final, their final deal with us. Tomorrow, 29th, IMF and their team, if they are not here already, they are coming. We are coming out of it. Now Ghana is no longer a junk economy. We didn't borrow from anybody. Projects are ongoing. See, the entire country is now a construction zone. Health, check. Transport, check. The economy, check. Inflation, check.
Yeah,
what is happening to the city, check.
You still have a problem.
That is what we are doing. So if we have problems with the energy sector, we shouldn't have had that problem. If the previous government who left 16 months ago were to have managed this energy sector prudently.
You said you inherited a giant economy, right?
Exactly.
So you knew what you were getting yourself into.
Exactly. So we are fixing it.
Yes, but
it's not today. It's not tomorrow.
No, so
it's not one day.
So Gloria,
somebody sat around it for 80 years.
Gloria, have you been transparent with Ghanaians?
Yes. It is journalists who are the problem of the citizens.
What? You
journalists. I am also one. I am one.
No.
I am a journalist.
Gloria, let's not go there.
I am a journalist by profession.
Gloria,
and I have done this work for years before moving into politics.
Gloria, hold on.
Do you understand?
No.
We are not educating the public.
If you want us to do this journalist thing, it's going to be a different conversation here. No, relax. You started off with journalist, and it's as though you're putting every journalist in that bucket. And I think that is unfair, first of all. Secondly, I am asking questions about what you said you want to do for Ghanaians.
That is what we are doing.
Whatever past government did, we all know what happened in 2024.
Exactly.
I don't want us to go into that.
But they should know.
No, they're already, the people know that is what they voted them out.
Against us.
I am saying.
So if you keep
we are fixing it.
Yes, but don't keep making reference to journalist that and government this, government that.
I have to.
No. If you then you're just repeating yourself.
If you don't,
the people knew that the government is not doing well, and that's why they said they should leave power in 2024. You can't keep on making reference to them.
I have to. As a remembrance.
For them to remember what? The Ghanaians don't remember why they kicked the NPP out?
They have forgotten
you have to remember
already.
them.
I have to start from there so that they know. Because
but you made this reference throughout, and I'm asking you simple questions.
People are saying they say snake, they say this. We are never giving excuses.
You're not helping the conversation.
We are not giving excuses.
No, you're not. You see, the communications you guys are giving with respect to what is happening has always been transformers.
And that is it.
That is not.
So what is it?
There's a deeper issue than that. And I mentioned it and you even agreed to it. Do you know there's a Joy News research that indicate that what we are facing is more of a generation deficit than the transformation?
So you don't want me to mention the generation deficit?
It's the money.
No, where is the deficit coming from?
What are you using the money?
That's the point.
And what did they say the deficit is coming from?
I'm saying, we already know this.
Where is the deficit coming from?
We already know this.
And where is it?
You already mentioned it here, and I've also reiterated this over here.
And he said I should not say it.
So all the conversation you're going to have here is going to be about deficit, about the NPP.
I am saying that the deficit.
Is that the solution you're giving Ghanaians?
And we are giving them solutions.
Which is the MPP did this, the MPP did
It is
that.
not the MPP get this, the MPP did get that. I told them, one, the transformers we are changing, and the new gas plant is also on the way. It can't come today. When we are building a new thermal plant, will it pop up just today?
It's a lost case.
We are doing it. We are only 16 months in power. We are fixing it.
Are you aware the Ghanaians out there do not know you are?
We are fixing it for them, and they know we will fix it.
And
we say it,
they know that
we are fixing it.
They know that you've been only 16 months in power.
They know.
You think they care about that?
Yes, they know. Maybe you don't care, but Ghanaians, they care, and they know we are fixing it. We are not lying to them. We are not insulting their integrity. We are not we are not shouting at them. We are not turning down their requests for give us updates, give us this. We have a minister who came to public to explain what exactly the problem is. It has never happened before. Go and look for your own timetable. We heard this before. But we had a minister now who is on the job, moving up and down. See, Akosombo have bent down. 6 units has bent down within a week. 3 has already been repaired. The third one will come up this afternoon.
And optics.
The third one.
The minister said this week.
I am telling you that by the close of the week, 6 will be ready for use because the engineers are not sleeping. You think His Excellency John Dramani Mahama will sleep over this? You think he's sleeping because the minister has come to do accountability series, so Ghanaians are okay, so me, John Mahama, let me go and pop champagne and sleep? Nobody is sleeping. Even coming here this morning, but for your boy, I wouldn't know how I would have. Do you know where I was driving from? When he called 6:30, I was now making the motorway. But I flew here this morning. We don't sleep.
Even his house. There's no light.
Our eyes are open like this. It is not that we are enjoying light and Ghanaians are suffering. We don't care. We are solving the problem for Ghanaians because we are all in it together.
Okay, all right. I'll come back to you again. Let me have Janet's take on that. Janet.
I'm so happy because of internet service that the NDC is being exposed. When I say exposed, being exposed big time. And for the first time in this country, we will have a one-term government, a party that have come for 4 years. That is what I even wanted the people of Ghana to do. Don't give a party 8 years. 8 years for what? I don't know why. If the party is not doing what they are supposed to do, let them go. If they are able to implement their policies, they are working positively towards what they said they were doing, you give them another 4 years. Ghana, our country is not for people who are not performing to come and get extra 4 years so that they can just destroy the country and then go wherever they are going. So I'm happy that the NDC have told the people of Ghana that they are a one-term government. Let's look.
That's what the NDC is telling.
With what is happening, look, there is a symbiotic relationship between Dumso and the NDC. I won't say Joe Mahama. And the NDC, in 1998, we had the most challenging Dumso situation in this country, whereby if this place in the morning you get light, in the evening you will be off, and another person will be on 6 to 6. It was during the NDC era. It wasn't any politics. They were in power. When Kufuor came and took over, we did not see that. Immediately, they came back in 2012. The Dumso started, and this time it became more severe. In 2026, they are back here again, and there's Dumso, and they keep on trying to complain that or like accuse other people of their problems. You have a symbiotic relationship, systemic Dumso following you anytime you are in power. So you should be thinking about the people that you usually put in charge. Because this thing is not like a one-time thing. If it were to be like all of a sudden it's just 2016. But 1998 we saw, 2012 we saw, and 2026 we saw. And you are talking about the NPP. What we are experiencing now, we've never experienced it before. We've never, in the NDC, in the NPP era, we have never experienced anything of that in the NPP era. Look, my place, I had my lights going off like for 3 good consecutive weeks. Every day the light goes off 6 times. Every day the light, it was like disco light coming on and off, 1 hour off, it will come back. And they said they were fixing transformers. We asked them, where are you fixing the transformers? I just wanted to drive to the place to greet them and also even provide water for them. Do you know that I didn't know where the transformers were being fixed? No, they are talking about experts saying that when you are fixing transformers, you don't have this situation. And they said, oh no, the experts don't know what they are saying. So it is those who are not experts who should tell us what this thing is about. How do you use 3 weeks lights out to fix a transformer? Where have we heard that when you are we've been fixing transformers. It is not only during the NDC era that transformers are being fixed. We've been fixing transformers. You understand? And so as we were fixing transformers, before the NDC came into place, all of a sudden, the way transformers are fixed have changed. And when Ghanaians...
But if you're fixing a transformer, you do not need a power on to fix it.
No, you even have to inform the people, oh, we are coming to fix your transformers. So for maybe one day,
but there's an app that they put that information.
Not everybody does.
No. They never... It was when Ghanaians started talking that they came to tell us that it was transformers. We knew it wasn't transformers. There was a power deficit. I've heard that they said
but the transformers also have to be changed.
But
you all speak about upgrade. You all speak about expanding.
No, expanding.
Right? So if you want to expand, you need
if it is not broken, there's no need to fix it. You fix transformers that are broken.
If transformers are not functioning well, the capacity cannot contain the certain area that they are.
Then you fix that place,
right?
You understand? So you
that
fix
is
that place.
Part of the exercise.
So because I was there, my light never went off. All of a sudden, in your term, they started going off, and you said you are changing a transformer. Do you understand? It's not like the transformer had a problem and we asked for it. You came that you wanted to change a trans. Am I like?
Maybe
wait.
after the feasibility study.
No. You never told me that you were.
They don't have to tell you if your transformer capacity is low in the area where you are. And they believe that based on whatever they have done, assessment they have done,
ECG always inform.
Has to be changed.
ECG always inform. They always come out to inform that
see them change.
We are changing your time. They always inform you.
Anybody changing by the light.
Wait, they always inform you. And then when you call them to ask them where exactly, they will give you the direction.
Video.
Do you understand? So they will give you the direction. But as we speak now, ECG never informed us that our transformers had to be changed. And whenever our transformer is supposed to be changed, at times it's just usually 6 hours. They will tell us that, oh, we are putting off the light at this time, but 5 o'clock, the lights will be on.
So your problem is communication?
Apart from communication, how can you use 3 weeks to fix a transformer? That's the problem. And you know something?
It's less or it's more?
It's more. It's more, and without any information. So we knew it wasn't transformers. We knew that the situation we're facing was not a transformer problem. So when we started talking and they were putting pressure on the Minister for Energy, all of a sudden, Grico got bent. We don't know whether he kept pressure on them that they should put all lights on when they couldn't do, and the thing got bent.
Well, that could be an answer.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
It couldn't have been a pressure.
And all of a sudden, they told the Grico CEO to go, and yet the Minister for Energy is still at post. Doing what?
Why should the minister go?
Who is the one supervising the CEO?
Work under the minister.
No.
They are responsible.
That is why I'm saying that. No. The supervisor, look, at the work, at the work site.
If you're supervising a certain place,
yes,
and based on whatever situation, an incident happens,
yes,
and there's going to be an investigation into it.
The fact that the thing happened.
Who has to do the investigation?
No. Who asked him to do the investigation? He himself is a corporate. Who asked the Grico to put so much pressure on the powers?
You don't know that for a fact.
So you knew that it was a Grico person who did it all by himself.
But accident happens.
That is why the two of them should go on suspension.
The sector minister
the sector minister and then the Grico boss should go on suspension. And to me, an independent body should be asked to do the investigation because I hold the two of them liable for whatever is happening. He is the supervisor. Do you know that in the website when you interview someone and the person comes in and commit a crime, they will hold the interviewee, you the one who interviewed, plus that person. Because whilst you were interviewing, there were certain things that you should have identified that you didn't. If a person has ever been in prison, you brought the person came to kill someone, when they come, they will be asking who interviewed the person. How come you were not able to detect some of these things? So why should a supervisor of Grico be at post while Grico boss has been asked to go? And do you know what is even sad? The blame shifting. You know, when we talk about people who are not matured and they are in a position, they like blaming others. When I was a newly person health administrator, the way I could blame when there's a situation, I would just come and start blaming people, blah, blah. As I grow in the work, I realize that when there are situations, calmness is what you need. Don't ever pinpoint to someone, this one has done this, there is a crime. Did you hear them saying that there's a crime to the Grico fire? That is so irresponsible. I'm telling you, and it's childish.
But you also know that some of the places may have gone off not because there's a transformer change, but the usual problems that a transformer can have. For example, if they are not changing transformers, there are places where ordinarily if we're living our lives, maybe there will be a problem with the transformer and it will just go off. These are regular things that the ECG will come and just check.
Yes.
So it's not almost every place that is going off could be an issue of a transformer change.
I'm not even...
So maybe on that level too, we're being unfair. Because if I live,
do you know that?
No.
So now all of that.
Yes, for example, if I live in a certain area where there's any transformer change because our transformer is okay, we don't have to change any. It's not old or anything like that. On a normal day, on a normal regular day, if you're there, the light can just go off. And then the ECG will detect that, oh, there's a certain problem with that, and that's why they have to come and check.
Do you
Not
know
necessarily.
That?
So because all of them are going on concurrently, it's as though every place that goes off is a transformer change.
You know something? You know, there is a problem in the system. Do you know that on Saturday, I went to Nkotia?
Yeah.
And whilst coming from that Nkotia road up to this Achimota, they had lights out. No light was on. The place was dark. The entire country turned into darkness. Do you know that this morning, most of the traffic lights are not working? There's lights out. You know, when you have a situation, when you have a big situation, you will know that it's not the regular ones. Do you understand? The situation that the NDC have put Ghanaians in is a very huge situation. They slept at the job. I mean, John Jinapo and his people.
Really?
They slept. They slept. How dare you take Dumsor levy? NPP never took any levy from us. You took Dumsor levy.
That levy has a purpose.
Wait,
right?
The Dumsor levy is to make sure that distance doesn't. Okay. So what were you doing? The D levy.
No,
what is that?
The D levy.
The D levy. What is it for? What is the D levy for? You come and charge me for D levy, and you become worse than the person that you took from. Can't you see that the NPP are better than what you listen with your levy that you are levying me? They are now even better than that. And the accountability is what we are not even seeing. The Dumsor levy that you have taken, how much is it? We want accountability. Tell us what is happening. And when things happens, instead of them to come out to own up, they will come up with their social media people to come and be talking, accusing people, blah, blah. You don't use social media people to rule a country. Those people, if they were to be rulers, they would be in social media being content creators. How can you allow a content creator to be directing you as to what to do? Now you are saying that there is criminality. Look, in research, we have something called the alternative theory. The alternative theory is a theory that when you suggest that somebody is guilty, of course, you will look for research to prove that the person is guilty. And that research is not usually a scientific research. And that is what they are doing. John Jinapo has already come up to tell people that
No, before she...
No. Let me finish, please, because you take my time.
Clarify something before...
So Gloria, just write it.
We have a lot of things to clarify, but
just write it, I'll come to you, don't worry.
Okay.
Just write it, I'll come to you. All right. Janet, thank you. Let me do some...
Please, let me just wait. Before, there are some things that she said in her submission. Let me just clear, because she said we should educate. A journalist should educate. We should educate. So let me educate. The last time she was here, I think we were talking about, with her on the panel, we were talking about this ECG issue. And then I told her that these were the capacity we added. Let me just make a summary of it, and it's from the Energy Commission. 2016, when we came, they had a 3795 megawatts of installed capacity. That was how the capacity Nana Akufo-Addo inherited. By the end of 2024, the installed capacity reached 5,507 megawatts, a net increase of 1,712 megawatts over the period of 2017 to 2024. The biggest increases were in the early years of 2017 and 2019. So anybody listening to me, if she sits here to say that the government didn't add any, it is, go to Energy Commission, it's there, you can Google it. Energy Commission is here. I think the last time I came, I educated her on that, but she didn't. She's concerned about people not educating people. You should be educating, right? So when you go, then it's
only what NPP said they have.
Wait, let me finish. So then I will educate people so that anybody, this is general information online, so you can go and look at it. I think there was 200 megawatts bridge power plant phase 1 commissioned in 2024. And I think the last time we mentioned the Kalio solar plant too, that was done in 2024 before we left power. It was on Pulse Ghana. You can look at it. And also with the power plant, the bridge power plant, you can find that information at GBC. It's all there. So if
you inherited 300 megawatts.
You on that. Next one, she talked about an IMF, and we don't go to IMF. I'll give you a history of IMF. The first PNA, we've gone to Ghana. Ghana has gone to IMF 17 times. We've gone to the IMF 17 times. From 1966, 1978, 1983, 1984, 1987, the PNDC time, they went how many times? I will give you a breakdown. 1987, 1988, that was the PNDC time. 1995, 2009, who was ruling? I mean, Atamils took us to at the IMF. Kufuor took us to the IMF. Atamils took us to the IMF. When Mahama came to take over, Mahama took us to IMF. Even we, 2016, we came to inherit an IMF program. So don't sit here and throw dust into the eyes of Ghanaians as if
there is no dust into the eyes of Ghanaians. I'm telling you that we didn't borrow this time. We've not borrowed any money.
Listen, when you
1 year, 4 months.
Let me finish. When you were talking,
and look at the development we have done.
They didn't also borrow from 2017 to 2020. They didn't also borrow.
If you research it, but sometimes they give the reasons why a government goes to the IMF. Do you understand? They give when you do your research, well, they will tell you the reason why this particular government went to IMF. If you look at the reason why the NPP went to the IMF, it was because, research it, it was because of the shocks, external shocks that we had. That was COVID-19. And it is stated, but it is not news. When you go, just Google it. Anybody watching me, just Google it. Why the reasons why this government went to IMF? It is stated clearly there. Nobody has to, I don't have to come and sit on TV and lie to you. It's general knowledge. You can find it. So don't come and sit here and throw that into the eyes of Ghanaians. Okay. We have gone to the IMF 17 times. NPP, it's not the first government to go to the IMF. And the reason why is saying NPP was the first government. I am telling you that we are coming out. If the NPP has inherited you NDC inherited a giant.
So let me engage our viewers a bit.
You've sold all these things.
Ladies, let me engage our viewers a bit, and I'll come back to you guys, and then we'll continue from there. Aaron Babakoko Komisa on Facebook says, "Good morning to you. Following the distressing reports of the heavy shootout in Binduri, this is a firm wake-up call to the youth within the enclave and surrounding districts. The preservation of our future depends on the peace we maintain today. I strongly urge all young people to resist the urge to participate in any form of armed conflict or gun battle. Engaging in violence only leads to loss of precious lives and the destruction of the progress we have worked hard for to build." Okay, so this is some information he's passing on. Goda Quay says, "The NDC lady is right, because in my area at Bawi, our transformers have blown up like 4 times in 2 weeks, and now, so if we have to suffer power out for some days for it to be fixed, I don't think there is any big deal with that. The NPP people stayed in power for 8 years, and we didn't see anything power they put together rather than left as the debt." And Hajia Halima says, "NPP kept the lights on from 2017 to 2023. The challenges started in early 2024, hence the government started replacing transformers and Napo coined to MCSC. The same transformers replacement project the NDC inherited by the Energy Minister and the NDC communicators are saying NPP didn't invest in the sector, which is a lie. NPP built the Kaswa and Pokwasi bulk supply plants and still kept the light on for 7 years uninterrupted without charging Dumso levy or increasing electricity tariffs to 28%. Like currently, the highest electricity tariff was increased was 6% under the NPP and the Akufo-Addo and KMJ. Do you know another painful thing I observed? I buy prepaid credit, and when the light goes off for hours, and when it comes back on, all the prepaid credit vanishes, which is broad daylight theft." Question Champion says, "So Janet is saying there is no power outage in Kufuor era. Hey, so why then did Kufuor go and buy machines to fix power outages problem?" And Fake Up says, "Good morning, KMJ. It's not entirely true that the recent power outages are due to transformers challenges, but it is more of a generation deficit. Joy News Research has confirmed that our power plants are generating below capacity of 66%, leaving a deficit of 34%, and that is why we are where we are. Even Akosomo plants, when fully operational, can't fill that gap. So the government needs to come clear on this issue." Some of the messages you've sent on Facebook. I'll do a few on WhatsApp as well. That's Anthony Tiso says, "Good morning. Please ask NPP woman how many transformers do they change during 8 years in President Akufo-Addo's government." All right, I'll read some of the messages on WhatsApp as well. This one says, "Hi, I'm watching live from East Legon, and okay, so I mean, let's go to other messages. We need to know where the problem started before NDC came, and definitely they are fixing the problem. That's just a feeling at den time. Let's go to the next message, please. Frankly speaking, we are not happy with the current situation, but it's too early to say that NPP is better than NDC in power. Time will tell who is doing better than the other. All right, let's go to this one. This one says, KMJ, please, I am 67 years and I've followed the Ghana politics ever since. Please tell the lady in the middle to cool down and ask her where her office is as a presidential candidate for PNP. Also tell the NPP communicator that her party NPP woefully failed when it comes to the energy issues. I am saying this for a fact and I know what I'm talking about. Arrogance doesn't win elections. Chairman Olabode Williams from Nima sent in that one. Let me go to the next one. And good morning, KMJ. Please tell the NDC woman that are to forcing borrow to pay salaries. So why is she saying that the NDC didn't borrow? Let them solve the doomso. Suleimana from Navrongo. Good morning, Mr. Host. Tell Nabila to just make your point without taking anything personal in anybody, any of the guests over here. I won't take that from you, please. This one over here says. Okay. Naneka Moabuatin Nablik Central says, good morning, KMJ. A very special birthday to Miss Lisa Moses, staff of Fair Wages and Salaries Commission. Do have a fantastic birthday celebration. Cheers. Okay. Let me go to the next one. This one says that, Mr. Host, how can you watch Janet Nabla to lie to Ghanaians by saying that it's only only when NDC is in power, that's where they will experience power problems. Let me go to the next person. Go to Same Boache. Which one is this? Timetable. Okay, so it says that my power has gone off 3 times yesterday, and it's giving us time by frame. 10:05 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., 6:23 p.m. to 7:09 p.m., 11:55 p.m. to 7:10 a.m. What exactly is going on? The government should please release the doomsday timetable so we can actually plan. The daytime outages are bad, but the night ones are worse. Hey, we are tired. KMJ, please tell Gloria we voted for them to solve our problems and stop the lamentation. So it's not a system upgrade anymore, as the president claimed. Brookman Nobel sent in that one. Let me go to Sameboache in Asaman Kese. It says the current administration led by President Mahama should prioritize fulfilling its promises, particularly in ensuring a stable power supply and restoring confidence in the system and implementing the 24-hour economy. Ghanaians are concerned about the recent 28% increase in electricity bills and the 1 Ghana City's tax on fuel without any accountability. It is imperative for the government to address these issues and provide employment opportunities for the unemployed. While are Ghanaians still experiencing persistent power outages despite these measures? Ghanaians want to know regards to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and the next president Samuel Osusako. They sent in that. Let me go to the next person over here. It says, good morning, KMJ Ghana. No, go up. It says Ghana is moving forward. The NPP people care less about Ghana's progress. I love the NDC woman's commentary. Says she should be coming more on the show. Such a bold woman. Jerry in Koforia sent in that one. And that is Gloria for you, by the way. Dear KMJ, it's not sweating to hear the NPP talk about power outages, because during the 8-year rule of Akufo-Addo, Nebuchadnezzar, not a single megawatt was added to the national grid. The NPP left a whopping $1.7 billion of energy debt, but there was ESLA which raked in 20 billion Ghana cedis. There was a time in Akufo-Addo's administration we faced power outages, and Napo asked Ghanaians to make their own timetable. The NPP should tell Janet Nabla to make a clinical submission instead of being emotional. Good morning, Charles, Champon Charles. The next time, take this one out, okay? Let's just show respect to all the people over here. Go to the next one. Let me see what we have over there. Master Planner, it says that, good morning to you, KMJ, and my good sister Grace, for a fantastic submission. As for my political wife, Janet, I can't stop listening to her. Fantabulous submission always. The doomsday is collapsing people's businesses. President Mahama and his NDC cannot take doomsday levy from us and still let us sleep in doomsday. Nobody is changing transformer in Kentampo here, but we always experience doomsday. The NDC communicator should stop stop the lies and stop blaming transformers. Who fixes transformers at 1 a.m.? Our lights goes off around that time. The Minister of Energy should also be reshuffled. There was doing so before the Akosombo fire outbreak. We cannot blame as the main cause of doing so. Greetings to Hajia Safia Mohammed, incoming NPP National Women Organizer. All right, let's go to the next one over here. Good morning, KMJ. I trust President Mahama will fix this temporary power outages. At least we remember Dumsiesie when NPP was in power. Ghana would work again. Greetings to my workaholic MCE of Doma Central, Honorable Dominic. All right, let me go to the next message. What do we have? Good morning. Says, please, good morning. I'm Dear Penna watching you live from Asante Achimakoko. My business is suffering badly because of the power situation. After the Akosombo substation fire and during these ECG plant outages, I have had to close early, throw away stock and turn customers away. I employ people and I pay taxes, but how do I survive when the light goes off like that? Can I get the next one? Kwame Acidity says, good morning. The NDC government is prepared to solve the intermittent power crisis and put measures in place to build reserve in the future so that Ghanaians do not experience such power crisis again. Ghanaians must exercise patience. Special greetings to Osu Nkrumah, Ababio, incoming half regional chairman for NDC. All right, the next one, what do we have? The minority's sudden demand for a load shedding timetable is nothing but rank hypocrisy. When they presided over power challenges, they refused to provide any timetable, leaving Ghanaians in uncertainty. Yet today, they posture as champions of transparency. They should desist from politicizing the situation and allow the energy sector to work diligently to resolve the crisis. What the country needs now is focus and solutions, not opportunistic noise. All right, let me go to the next one over here. Fantastic Wilberforce says the NPP government led by Ronaldo came to power in 2017 with promise to fight corruption and restore public trust in governance. However, after more than 7 years in office, the government has failed to deliver on its promises. It has been accused of shielding corrupt officials from prosecution, interfering with the work of independent institutions such as the OSP and the Auditor General, and appointing loyalists and relatives to key positions. The government has faced several allegations of mismanagement, embezzlement, nepotism, cronyism, bribery, and conflict of interest involving ministers, MPs, party officials, and presidential staffers. Your thoughts? Good morning. I thought NPP said that we had excess capacity today. They are saying that we don't have enough capacity. This will end in 3 months, as the government said. All right. Let's go to the next one. Okay. This is a birthday. Sidra will take care of that for you. Good morning, KMJ. I get dewy-eyed when I hear party faithfuls and communicators try to tell us the fallacy about the energy situation in the country presently. So using Dowenya analogy, is she telling us that Dowenya only became a city this year? There's something wrong with, and the government must be honest enough to admit and fix it. I live in Kumasi and I've not seen any transformer changes in my whole constituency, but yet we've been experiencing power outages for the past 3 months. She might be a lawyer, but she must know that we are also not dumb to decipher the situation. We must be serious as a nation. All right, next time I'll try and add your name to it, okay? And this one over here says, good morning, KMJ. At this crucial moment, yeah. Kindly go up to the last point. Okay. Good morning, KMJ. At this crucial moment, the NDC communicator must be truthful to Ghanaians and stop this disingenuous behavior. They lied their way to power and can't attribute the excruciating doomsday to a lack of capacity or the need for transformer replacement. And it goes on and says, for avoidance of doubt, the NPP kept the light on for 8 years, and these baseless lamentations are a result of a lack of commitment on the part of the government. To conclude, the arrogance of the NDC communicators is just mind-blowing. Abdullah Abdul Razak in Tamale sent in that one. All right, your thoughts. Let me go to maybe the last one that we'll do, and then we'll get back to our conversation. Greetings to KMJ. In fact, the NDC should understand that they can only use lies, deceit, and propaganda to win election, but they can't use that to govern. Are they telling us that the engineers work on transformers at midnight at 2 a.m.? We are not surprised about this doing so because it's the legacy of President Mahama, and to put the NDC woman right, it absolutely false that the previous government didn't add any megawatts to the energy sector. she should always do her checks very well before exposing her ignorance. Joe Papa in Bologatanga sent in that one. And good morning, KMJ. I think we've done this one already. David says, good morning, Mr. Host. Know that you cannot increase power generation with which will pass through wires that cannot carry the capacity. So you have to change transformers and cables first before the increase in generation. James from Apam. Everybody's an energy expert this morning, but that's okay.
They were asking about our party office. It is just a haptic.
You want to
we are sharing. We are just around Joy FM. We share a wall with Haptel. So those of you who want our party, and in the various regions, we have our party offices.
You should see your marketing.
And then districts. So
you should see your marketing.
Continue.
Yes, you see your marketing for invoice.
The various regions and districts, we have our party
marketing.
office. So wherever
Are we live on TV? Are we live on TV?
The program is live
on TV.
You were not aware?
No, she told me because you.
Oh, really? It's a live show. It's always been a live show.
Okay.
Anyway, some of the things we want to respond to quickly, and then
it's about the transformer.
Yeah,
we all we know is
the people are
all we know.
This question is about transformer, and the way she moved on after saying it.
It's about the transformer. We know transformer.
Goodness.
We have some small ones in front of our houses.
Yeah.
That one too. We call it transformers.
Yeah.
And then the bigger ones that are in the substations are also called transformers. So I just want a clarification.
Based on the size of
the size, the capacity. Yeah, it's not the small ones that you say in the night at 2 a.m. The technicians also go there to go and fix those. The small ones, ECG, somebody sent a message that one ECG can come and fix around your house. That is not the transformer. That's why I asked you early on if you have that video.
We played that video.
So that people know that it is the heavier one, not the small one that can that.
No, we are saying that they should tell us so that we can drive to the place to see them.
So
work.
at the substation they have it. Teshi and Nungwa, the substation also have it replaced, and another.
I always go.
No, you can go around, but you won't get closer.
You're checking for us some of the places that have been
yes, so that somebody can already go. Yeah, somebody, if you want to go, you say you want to go there.
No, but I think
so Gloria, are we going to get to a point where we have timetable for the power outages that we...
Oh, yesterday the minister told the ECG, it's even in the news this morning, that they should let the people know the area that they are going to work. If they know the power is going to go off in that area, they have to inform the people first. And somebody said,
but you know, there's
and they said they put it on their portal. And me, I tried that station. I didn't get the number they called. They said phone in. I want to tell ECG. My mother, my mother is no more. My auntie in Chile. Does not use Android phone to go on the ECG app to go and read, because yesterday I saw people were circulating it. ECG themselves were circulating it.
Give it to the media
on social media. How would my auntie at Nchilinchi or Kreje or Nketepa or Amati, how would they know that is what they are saying, that power will go off here, power will go off this time, power will go off at this time? If ECG cannot go and pay for this advert, I don't know if they pay or not, for this announcement to be done, give it to National Media Commission, for crying out loud, so that they will tell the public, this is it. So if it is 6 o'clock here, and if technicians are coming, they are coming to your area from those days. That's what with GBC, it was only GBC. They will announce that from this time to this time, technicians are on site working, so power outages will be experienced from this hour to this hour. And stop, we have posted it on our... Isn't everybody who have... Me, my Android, since I was here, when you were reading the message, I have tried to access the ECG portal.
It's not working.
To see where the message is. I have to update. So if the person don't have data to update the app, how will the person know? That is what our service providers are doing these days, MTN and the rest. Now, when you call their online, they send you to internet to go and help you. They send you to robot for robot to help you. So why are we setting our issues with our customer care on machines? Now, when you call ECG or any of these utility providers, they send you to a robot.
But yeah, somebody made the same.
So you can't explain, you can't tell the person what exactly is happening to you so that the person can fix it. All of them. I don't want to be mentioning their names for it to be as if I'm doing advert for them. All our utility service providers in general. So ECG, I mean, this is a national crisis. Please, it is not only in Accra here. We are talking about 1,000+ megawatts. So go out there. And then what is the PR department of ECG doing? Do we have it? Yes. So the PR should sit up, get up, craft an advert, send it out there to the radio stations. Let them announce to the public, our engineers are fixing this side of the problem whilst we make sure the generation problem is fixed.
Gloria.
You understand?
Yeah.
So the transformers I'm talking about, that is it. You want to go to the stations that they have fixed the transformers.
No. Gloria, I was saying that, yes, what you are saying, it only happens.
I am not
what
done.
Gloria is saying, Gloria's story only happens if ECG is aware of where light is going to go off. Truth be told, they don't know. That's why they can't listen. They give the power out. If the generation is not enough, other people's lights will begin to go off, and they are not aware. So that is why they can't tell the media, because whenever they are going to do things of this nature, they always inform them.
That's what I'm saying, that there are two issues we are looking at here. The deficit making transformers go off.
Yes.
Some technical fault also making them go off. And then the upgrade that is happening now. So the transparency the Ghanaians are asking for is, don't let him look at service only transformer.
That is what we are telling them.
They didn't tell us.
That we are fixing the problem. So how can I be speaking technicality to Ghanaians?
You didn't say Joy went and did their own investigation.
Joy's investigation. How many deficits did you say?
You were keeping.
Nobody was keeping.
You were hiding it.
Joy, nobody was hiding.
They were hiding the
Ghanaians. If any government is transparent, is this government?
The people started making noise about this outages. Let's be honest.
And they have never said it.
Before
Ghanaians are not dumb. We are all in this country.
And that is the problem we are saying. Nobody is saying that the challenge that we are facing now is not a challenge that is supposed to be. It would have happened under NPP.
And we are saying
it would have happened under any other political
there
party.
Will be deficits.
What I'm saying is,
from the beginning, we know that there will always be, there will come a time after 10 years there will be a deficit.
Absolutely, but how do you communicate?
And that is it.
Because the idea,
you understand,
was the fact that there were just transformer changes.
It is
and
not
that is where
this one.
That is where the people
transformers I am talking about.
Yes, but this is where the people have issues with it.
But when they
that
take
there's more to it than just
power has to flow.
So be transparent with them. That's all they are.
We have been seeing this time without number. That's why we are adding another gas station.
They
to generate more plan. That's why we are bringing the ship.
You confused the
Host, that is why we are bringing the LPG gas.
I think
we are
all in the same.
Yeah, so what
but you're not saying? No, you see the point.
We are fixing the problem. That's all.
No, we are not seeing you.
Okay, anyway,
that's hiding
we are not hiding that. There is deficit or no deficit.
Then you can move somebody because
fixing
that's the same thing that we are hearing.
Okay,
isn't it?
I hear you.
Ghanaians,
I wish.
We are fixing. It's my time. I'm not doing
it. So it's my time. We are taking it to my time.
And you allowed Janet to interrupt.
So I was helping you. It's my time.
I was helping you.
Let me.
You are not.
I going through my phone. I just saw Joy. Like I saw the news card, but then I've seen a video of one of your journalists. Giving a breakdown of what. No, not Kofi is a lady.
Okay, MFA.
Yes, I think so. Giving a breakdown of whatever we are encountering in this country, and I couldn't. I'm just watching it. I'm picking a.
I am not done.
I'm picking a.
Gloria, can you just not do this?
No, she's just trying to say the tactics.
Gloria,
no.
Don't do this.
We are. And please, can you please keep quiet so that I can finish? I didn't even come into
specific issues.
your business.
And I'm giving you time for you.
KMJ, this is a distraction. It won't work. Let me finish what
I am clarifying something.
Let me finish what I am saying.
I asked you to give me time to clarify.
I'll not come back to you again. No. The thing you are doing, I'll not come back to you.
It's just a distraction tactic that she's using. We are trying to put facts. They are distracting us, please.
Facts.
Yes, stop. I didn't come in when we were talking, so let me just finish. So when I'm watching your journalist, and she's trying to tell us that, look, they are out there saying that we are fixing transformers, which is not true. Yes, we are fixing transformers, but that is not the basis of what we are facing. What the country is currently facing right now is because our thermal and hydro plants are not producing enough.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking at it, and I see that she's saying that thermal plants are underperforming. They are giving out a capacity of 66%, which is not enough. She's also saying that Pone thermal plants are not even producing at all. The Pone thermal plants are not producing at all. The thermal and Sogli,
they are running
below capacity.
It's only Kappa that is doing 100%.
Exactly, and even the dam, Akosombo Dam, is also facing challenge. They are only producing, I think, about just 86% or something. That is what your research is saying. Your outlet is now educating Ghanaians for us to know what is. I wish I saw this.
Doing 10%. Buidam is doing 77.
10%.
And then
the hydro. That's what they are saying. That the hydro is even worse. The thermal plants are totally, and then thermal is not even producing at all.
Why?
They are not producing at all. This is the problem we are facing. This isn't about transformers or anything of that.
It was a cover-up.
Listen. Let's face. Then you sit here to say you are the most transparency. The settings and the optics that you are doing, that the minister is going about doing what? Doing what? When he's working about, is he giving me light in my house? This is not doing any. So please stop defending this. It's better you accept what is going on. You come into Ghanaians and you tell them, don't come and tell us about transformers. Transformers are not doing anything. We are frustrated. People are frustrated in their businesses and in their homes. Don't come and sit here and then just carve this around NPP and you are just making. Which problem are you solving? It's a matter of urgency. People are not happy. People are frustrated in their country. Don't sit here and just throw words about that you are doing what. Generators, nothing is happening to any transformers. We are facing a problem where we are not producing enough power to meet the demand in the country. That is what we are facing. Just come clean and say it and stop confusing us and distracting us with transformers and all that. It doesn't go anywhere. We are not seeing anything. It's not helping anybody. Business people are crying. You don't need to defend anything. You've sat here, we are solving problems. What are you solving? I'll still go to my house and meet my light off, and then I have to struggle to charge my phone and other things. Yes, my company is struggling because of this, and you sit here to make it like it's nothing. It's something to us. It's something to us. I'm telling you. So please, everybody, Joy, I'm now seeing this, and I think it's a big problem. It is not as they are trying to make us look. In 3 months, we are going to be struggling. What if it doesn't happen in 3 months? Because you don't even have any proper plans put together for us.
No, there's an assurance from Gloria that they.
Which assurance?
That's what.
Since she came to sit here, she's not an energy expert, I believe. Since she came to sit here, what has she? What plan? What
assurance?
Which assurance?
We are fixing the problem. We are known for fixing problems. We will fix it. We are not like you who be giving names, listening it. We will fix it.
I'm very happy she mentioned the what we call it. Journalists are not. Joy is this is a big platform. We've put it out there that people should go out there and watch it. I didn't even see it. I just opened my phone and I saw that.
That was what I wanted to tell him.
Of this, listen, it's frustrating. So
okay, so generate power, and you don't have
excess.
And you just want to distract the show from people.
I am not distracted.
Truth,
Janet.
Please,
Janet, you have tried this morning. You have done really, really well. And
they're distracting us.
What is he doing?
We are not.
Anybody like you.
Janet.
No, I haven't distracted anybody.
Like
you said a lot, and I kept quiet and I sat down. When it was time for me to say,
but I don't need
time she read
come to see. As a matter of fact, it is only this set that I am having this
energy issues. You don't go to the fact.
We've met on several. I don't do this. But you see, the NPP mess up.
Which mess
and
up?
So when we are talking
You
about
get
this
to
thing, they don't
inherit
need to
which
open
mess
their
up?
mouth
So they want you to,
at all.
they want you to
And we are
fix it.
fixing
Okay,
it.
very well. Our time is up. Janet,
People
forgive
are
me.
angry and instead of
fix
you say
it.
things that
The
will
two
pull
people
people's
do.
We are
Anyway, I big thank you to Franco Trading Enterprise for making this possible.